Hearts of Iron 4, one of the greatest grand strategy games, 10 years old, a decade of eternal enjoyment, with almost limitless possibilities in terms of mods like Reich and TNO. It is probably the greatest grand strategy game that I have ever seen, and it is influenced and has made so many other games just like Rise of Nations, which were based off it. Just such a good game, based in World War II. It is just so good, dude. And finally, after so long, I got it. Hearts of Iron 4, I actually got it. And so, today, we'll be trying out to see if it's similar enough and if my strategic mind is strong enough to beat some of Europe's hardest challenges. Hey, it's Balloons, and finally, after so long, after playing the cheap buff that is Rise of Nations for so long, I finally got Hearts of Iron. Hearts of Iron 4, probably the best, the greatest grand strategy game to ever be played. This is the map. It looks very interesting, doesn't it? The United States, Canada, Mexico's going through a revolution right now. It's 1937. Hearts of Iron 4 is a game about World War II, and so we start either in 1940 or 1936. Now, of course, I've played this game for a bit, and it's not necessarily historical, but I think that we can make this work. This is Germany. You know it's Germany. I don't know if I'll get demonetized for that, but you know it's Germany. And I, the real German Empire, I am right now going through a civil war, trying to beat the Germans, the bad Germans. And of course, by save Europe, I mean conquer all of Europe, obviously. Because that's what every German Empire wants. But of course, we first have to beat the bad guys out, obviously. Well, I'm not doing too bad, to be honest. I mean, like, we have many troops over this way. We also have troops over here trying to push these guys out as best as possible. Our lines are starting to falter, but as long as we keep encircling the north, we should be able to take out enough infantry to be able to get an advantage. Our navies were struggling before, but now they are just supremely ruling the Baltic Sea. All that's left now is for our land troops to show us what they're made of. These guys are retreating, they're about to die. That Austrians just look at us like, what is going on? Oh no, but they're allies with us now. Oh no. Over here, I believe, would be the best. Right now, we're attacking these guys just to stall them so we can get some more troops over here. We have 3 military factories, which is nice. We can start producing even more. We need more supplies, more equipment. We need more artillery. We are out of this resource. This is the trade area where we can buy resources such as tungsten, which we need. British Malaysia sounds good. Especially these guys here too, also. We need these guys to aid here. We will get this guy to go over here and try and stop them from moving back down. I cut them off here, which is nice because that's what really did help us, cutting them off here. Pushing these guys back, which is lovely. I'll probably also get demonetized for saying his name. This guy here, he is also now the ruler of the Third German Empire. I'm trying to be so cautious with my words. But we'll just keep them off. As long as we have this quarantined off and this area here, they can't really do anything, just like these guys here. They took out 2 of our divisions earlier, so this can be considered revenge. So once you take these guys out, and these guys out, it's just a full-fledged push from Berlin down to the lines that we have set for ourselves. All I'm going to say is that the German Reich is collapsing very quickly, and I think in just a couple of months, we'll have already defeated them. These battles are starting to get better and better as we go on. Like, dude, these are getting so good. We are actually getting so strong now. These guys are about to be absolutely demolished. Watch this absolute demolition take place. Now, what we do want to watch out for is them here. But I do think that if we can move up here, we can defend. Munich has been really badly destroyed. A whole chunk of their army has been absolutely decimated, allowing us to head back down. And I think taking Leipzig is one of the best decisions we can make at the moment. Now we're just going to hold out. Szczecin has been a stronghold. Like, they have defended it for the entire game, even though I've been relentlessly trying to push them back. We just haven't been able to take it. But now that our armies are starting to come back, it's over for them. And in come our divisions from down south, and it is just death for them. Finally, we can just defend these lands, destroy everything in this area, and then push east, no, west, east. And then finally, I think that would have been a GG's. I don't know how. I installed this game 2 days ago. So this is really, really morally boosting. But of course, the more damage we take is just more invigorism to rid the lands of this scum. Aiding over here will help us to encircle and destroy our enemies. Well, now that we've cut them off here, everything will be alright. We are starting to produce extra guns though, which means very soon we can actually start to train and deploy units, which is a very nice thing. Destroyed so many of them already. I actually did make a bit of a mistake there. Now what's left is their Nuremberg center, which is the only thing that is supplying them currently. Once that falls, this entire thing falls. And then it's just East Germany, and the war will have been won. These guys will have to sacrifice themselves to try and stop this pushing. See, I'm pushing too far now. Yeah, you see what I mean? They are clever. They realized I'm dumb. But now these guys are coming back up north. And now finally just destroy these guys over here, and it's over for them.
Bereit zum Ausrücken! Ausrücken!
I forgot to unmute my mic again. Happens way too often. As I was saying, the Germans are just getting absolutely demolished right here. There is no survival for them anymore. I mean, just look at this, dude. Look at this. Industry is just getting better and better. There it is. The German Reich has finally seen that their attempts to defeat us are futile. And finally they've capitulated and given us everything we want. Finally, dude. Now, you know exactly what we're gonna do. But let's read this real quick. At long last we have freed our country from the grip of our enemies, and those loyal citizens who rose up to support our cause may now finally return to their homes. As a nation, we may begin the long and arduous process of rebuilding our nation. The country's leadership, in turn, is free to begin looking ahead to what might come in the future. Democracy or a return to the old monarchy. The last thing remains. One last thing remains to be taken care of, however. With the end of the Civil War, our troops have managed to capture a large group of the evil, you-know-what leadership. Now, there only remains the decision of what to do with this unsavory part of our recent history. You know exactly what we're doing. I'm not being nice. You know how annoying that war was? We're doing this. And there they are. There they go. We are officially the German military junta. I would have liked for our country to change to the German Empire, but oh well. He's retired, but that's okay. The war's finally over. Our next plans are a bit... And finally, we have revived the German Empire, the Kaiserreich. France and Romania, they both are planning on defending them. Oh, France, you're a bit big for your boots, aren't you? Talking like this. We've gotten rid of your biggest enemies, and now you treat us like this? How horrible. I knew we couldn't trust the Western world from before, but now I'm really sure. German Empire cannot be trusting the West no more. Instead, we need to form our own revolution. In the East, it seems. There it is. I should be doing it in a balanced manner, but I do want to do it more aggressively, of course. I think an offensive this way would help. I do like green bubbles. EEE. The Baltics will either turn communist, or they will fall to us. Either way, it's pretty bad. Wow, that actually worked. Time to go on an extremely offensive setting for the maximum defeat of their enemies. And well, it's just over for them. Ah, look at that. stole some equipment. Great news. Now, what was it that we wanted? I want all of it. I want all of that. There it is. Panzer grenades. After that, I think we just focus on our economy a bit more here, and then a bit more on our expansion and war tensions, obviously. But I think we did pretty good destroying Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia. You better be careful, otherwise we're coming for you next. I mean, I think, for now, for today, we've done brilliantly. We were able to defeat the scum that had taken over Germany. We were able to reform the Kaiserreich and German Empire. We were able to also bring back Wilhelm II, which actually did save us quite a bit, and finally influence ourselves in the Baltics just a little bit more to pave our way for our European expansion. This is the World of Hearts of Iron 4. It's so random, it's insane, but I think for how random it is, we've done one of the greatest, this is probably the greatest run I've ever had so far out of all my practice runs, and I think if I continue, we can dominate Europe and eventually even the whole world. Wouldn't that be funny? That is for next time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you some other time.